Something very special today. I'm here in Acton in London at the London Underground Depot. This is where basically they keep all of the memorabilia that forms part of the London Underground Museum collection. Now this is normally open to the public. It only opens a few days a year, and this is the last weekend this year that it's open. I've known about this for quite a while. Always wanted to get down here, and thankfully had a little break in work today, so I made my way down to have a look round. So as I say, quite special. Cost £17 to get in, but an absolute fascinating place. There's so much in here, absolutely incredible. So as I say, the main museum is in Covent Garden, the London Transport Museum, and this is a store where they keep all of the bits that aren't on display in the main museum. This is normally closed to the public and only opens a few days a year for, to have a look round, and it really is, there's just so much stuff here. Well, the first thing that really hits you is the smell as you walk in here. Sort of a engine oil smell, and combined with the sort of smell of the underground. Beautiful London trams here. A trolley bus. Indeed, my nan used to work on the trolley bus. She was a ticket conductor. This one, number 74, is heading for the zoological gardens. Green Line, Romford, via the Eastern Avenue, now I believe called the A12. This has got advertising on it for the Battersea Fun Fair. Distant memory long gone. Sadly, the place of one of the worst roller coaster accidents of all time. Shinford Mount. Smith's advertising on there. Leighton High Road. What a collection. A Sinclair C5 over the back there. I've actually got one of those. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day. Of course, I didn't want to leave mine as standard, so yeah, mine runs a 24 volt and is rather quick. Well, quick for a C5. It says on the side of this one, get it at Harrods. You can see the crank handle on the front there. Quite interesting. Westminster Bridge on that one. This is the Chocolate Express Omnibus. Metro cab. London taxi. This one over the back here, danger overhead wires. You see the gantry above it. It's another trolley bus.
There you go. It is.
This is a 1940s SR61 Waterloo and City Line train. Network South East livery. This one's quite intriguing. It's absolutely huge. Let me see if I can walk around and see what it is. Right, so this is a Q38 stock driving car motor. Don't know when that date's from. I read that it dates from 1938. Let's have a look inside. They're trying to do a restoration on it. There's lots of barcodes to scan to donate money. Pre-1938 tube stock driving motor car, number 3327. The gentleman was just saying that this was the car that was actually in the Science Museum and got moved here when they moved out of Carefully Castle and the Deltic. A 1938 battery locomotive. London Transport on the side. London Transport goods wagon from the Metropolitan Railway, a 10-ton wagon number 306. Again, 1937 this one. More tube stock here. I'll find out what that silver one is in a moment. This one says on the front 1967 tube stock from the Victoria line. And this is a 1914 Sleet locomotive. So Sleet locomotives are used to de-ice the conductor rails on the underground in cold weather. Well, I never. I suppose it makes sense. You can see down the base here, the sort of conduction rails. And underneath the brushes down here. Fascinating. Let's have a look inside the 1967 stock. I certainly remember going on these. Again, like I say, everywhere you look, up the top there's just memorabilia everywhere. Anybody remember these signs? Certainly do.
Okay, Brady. Where are you going?
So this is original when the Victoria line came on. This is 67 stock. The very first of the underground automatic trains in service. Yeah. I remember them coming in.
Still don't know what the silver train here is. It's the other side of the 1937 stock that we went inside. And you can see the Q stock at the end there again. Anybody remember the wooden floors? Doesn't seem right without the cigarette butts and chewing gum.
Have they used all the original what this yellow one is. No logo on there. This one we're just about to go into is a 1923 trailer car, number 846. So these, I'm just reading, these four cars represent generations of tube train, commonly known as a standard stock between 1923 and 1934.
Look inside. This is some sort of store. Raised roof in the centre. If you call that clerestory, I don't know. Someone here for ventilation. Really sorry state. Might be a 100-year-old train. Right, this is 1924 control trailer number 1789. Pound down the platform here. You can see all of the carriages in line. All the posters in here. Different signals. Various motors. What a collection. Look at the lamppost here. Wonder whether this was a crazy manager that simply couldn't throw anything away, or whether it was some real foresight in preserving all of this heritage. Metropolitan line northbound departures. Ticket window. One of those queue fleet, and sort of got this curvature to the body. I've not seen these before. Metropolitan line. Let's find out what this is. So this is R49 stock driving car number 22679 from 1952. So no, they're not the Q cars. Ah, no, sorry, they are. So the R stock originated in 1947, built the same general design to the pre-war O, P and Q series. So this is R series, but built to a similar design as the Q series. Metropolitan line. Now I would assume that this one was steam cooled. Railway milk van number 3, 1896. And indeed, look, there's a picture down here. The 1904 Metropolitan trailer coach. Looks as though it's been on fire at some point. Yes, I've just read this is a 1904 coach. Withdrawn from service in 1985, then used as an office in Shrewsbury-Ness, where eventually it was required by the museum in Woolwich. While it was in the museum, it was set on fire by some vandals. But it's the only surviving example from 1904. Q stock train. It's a trailer car. Q stock trailer car. There's some information here. It's Q35, built in 1935. Says all these benches are museum objects, please don't sit on them. And signed over the back there. Steam on the Met, 1989, 1992, 1904, 2000. There are racks and racks of artifacts in here. Let's go up onto the mezzanine floor. This is a collection of signs. Northern Line, Metropolitan Circle Line, Victoria Line. Look at all of these. Leicester Square, Trafalgar Square, Holborn, Tottenham Court Road, Bank, Piccadilly Circus, more of the Bank, Blackwall, Canning Town, two here for the Arsenal. Bridge. Many for the embankment there. King's Cross, Northfield. I don't know, the trains go out to Northfield anymore. Greenwich Pier, Stepney Green. Side down, other side down, no side up. Excuse me. Platform 2 southbound for Collier's Wood. Can you think over the years how many millions of people have looked at these signs and just walked past them, and then they get replaced and end up in this this warehouse that's very rarely open to the public. Absolutely fascinating. This is a set of Johnson, let me just make sure I get this right, Johnson letterface printing blocks from 1916. You see the cabinet they're in, it's quite difficult to see through the glass, but you can see in there, if I just try and get the angle right, hopefully you can make out the printing blocks there. This is a model of the Notting Hill Gate Underground Station. It's a three-dimensional model, but the case it's in is very scratched, so I'm not sure how much the camera's picking up. draft shaft here, escalators, circle line through the top, and then we can see the other lines down the bottom there. Central line, eastbound and westbound at different heights. You've got the sewer cutting through the whole thing. Right, these are maps of the underground. So this is a 1926 enamel map of the London Underground. And this is the 1933 Henry Back. It's become commonplace now that we associate iconically with the underground. It's in 1957, again Henry Beck.
Yeah, so because that person is Spain, so that's why there is
A London Underground map made of Lego. Quite a novel idea. United Tramways. This is 1909, this map down the bottom.
Nice to meet you.
Flung bus routes, that one. It's an artwork by artist Simon Patterson. You can see it's got different people's names on there. Philosophers, footballers, engineers and comedians. Mansion House. That sort of stuff. Central line. I can say it's a new trip route now. Street map from 1936, this one. Waterloo line. So it's quite difficult to get far enough away from these signs to get a full shot of them. Stretchers here. Frank Pick's office furniture. He was one of the managers of the Underground. I just read something about he was the one responsible for sort of getting the advertising in line. When you gotta go, you gotta go. There are racks upon racks of different artefacts here. Wings there of a bus by the look of it, and Down here, another enamel sign for the Strand. This is a 1907 Hampstead tube lift. The doors and bits and pieces from it. Very ornate at the top. Yeah, more pieces of it here. Electric passenger lifts. A Mercury arc rectifier. So this was the thing they had in the Ipswich Museum, and I still haven't read up what exactly that does. Maybe someone can enlighten me. Ticket booth. It's a ventilation fan called the Howden Torpedo ventilation fan. Encasing sections from Adelaide Road, sorry, shaft 1940 to 1999. And tube tunnel lining rings. I apologise, the light's not too good in here. Made of cast iron, date 1889. And a set of the old wooden escalators. I'm sure a few people remember those, I certainly do. Circuit breakers. Let's see where they're from. Queen's Park they're from. Otis electric magnetic controller. This is all lift machinery. Otis. Right, and this thing here has always fascinated me. So this is the spiral escalator, and we've got a section of it here that's been kept. So this is a design for a spiral elevator by William Henry Aston in 1902. No known patents for the spiral escalator. However, William Henry Aston held the patent for a piece of this machinery. Patent application submitted in 1902 showing a spiral escalator. Construction of the spiral at Holloway Road station in 1906. You can see on the picture here, it would wind all the way up and then return back down, following the same route in an S shape. So construction of the spiral lift commenced in 1906, and it's likely that safety concerns prevented the complex machine from ever being used. It was dismantled in 1911 and the remains were discovered in 1988 at the bottom of the lift shaft during maintenance works.
It's too much.
So there's a 6-lever ground frame here from Surrey Quay Station. 1924. Now, if you saw my video of the Midhurst model miniature railway, you would have seen the lever box that they've actually got there that came out of I think it was Hyde Park Corner. And a gentleman there was telling me that they actually brought that massive piece of machinery up the escalator. Diesel engine. Dates from the 1930s. Various different bus engines here. What a fascinating collection. The size of that. Many models down here. Model founding station there. Cutaway of the engine in that cabinet. You see the model of the bus in the cabinet just here. There's a poster archives by the look of it. So in this box is a 1/5 scale of a double-decker motor bus, possibly built by Mr. Killian in 1953. And talking of the lever frame that was at the Hearts Model Railway, there's a lever frame from York Road, and indeed a signal box from signal control from Marble Arch. So I can only assume this is what replaced the wooden box that they've got in the little miniature railway. This one from the Elephant and Castle. A locking frame on this.
Yeah, so it's a big one because they've got to know what to do, and then they're not doing it. They're on their phone, they're reading the paper. Exactly, that's the
It's true,
thing.
it's true.
You know,
From the Elephant and Castle.
have regular training. I'd be worried. Yeah.
I did the apprenticeship.
Oh, did you?
Not in the underground.
Yeah.
At the time. So.
Look at all these different ticket boxes. Telephone box. Another one here. Like a fictional stand. Sadly, they don't make them like that anymore, do they? Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. Anybody remember these ticket machines?
I can't even imagine, you know, it seems to be, and the poor people are just standing, you know, standing day in, day out. Fantastic. See, I like things like this. It's great.
This ticket booth. Let me try and move back a bit. Amazing. Section of a driver's cab here. You see the graffiti on the front. For press spot. Prosperity. 1962 chain tube stock. Dead ends on the side there. Circle line and district line train here. On the front of the cab. Let me just move back a little bit. See it. Obligatory shop. I just wanted to show you these. Hello. Just looking at these Corgi original omnibus. Do you want to guess the price? £46.99. That's insane. It's absolutely crazy. And again, just talking about the cushions, so all the different tube lines. So every tube line has a different weave or a different knit, and in the shop you can buy a bag of your favourite tube line or a cushion. I don't know why you want to, but some people may like that. And this is a Friends of the Museum shop.
Yes, yeah.
Different bits of books and memorabilia.
Oh, that sounds interesting. If there's any ephemera or anything like that.
These are the gates that were originally on Westminster Station to Parliament. Let me see if I can get far enough away to do them justice. So everywhere you look, there's more and more to see. Absolutely fascinating place. No smoking, dangerously near, what does that say, dangerously near any place where petroleum mixtures are kept, handled or exposed. Back round to the buses here. You get a feeling for how busy it is. There's an awful lot of people here. But what an amazing place this is. Like I say, it's not open to the public all the time. It's only open a few days a year. This is actually the last weekend this year, so it will be, next year when it reopens. I highly recommend it. When I went to Covent Garden, great museum, but it is sort of aimed at families, so there's a lot of coffee shops and play areas and things. And this, for me, I mean, there's so much stuff in here, so much memorabilia from London Transport. Absolutely amazing place, and well worth a visit. So if you do get a chance, please do so. Anyway, we'll leave that one there. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.